Rome was already struggling from within. But the real pressure came when its economy and armies began to crumble under the weight of a growing empire. In this part, we uncover how financial strain and military challenges pushed the mighty Roman Empire closer to collapse. At first glance, Rome seemed unstoppable. Trade routes spanned continents, cities flourished, and wealth flowed from conquered lands. But beneath the surface, the empire's economy was faltering. Heavy taxation weighed down citizens and farmers alike. Inflation skyrocketed as the government minted more coins to pay for its endless wars and luxuries. Farmers abandoned their fields, trade slowed, and ordinary Romans struggled to survive. Even the wealthiest citizens could not maintain a system built on conquest and slavery. The empire's economy, once a source of strength, became a ticking time bomb. While the empire was losing money, it was also losing soldiers. Rome's armies, once feared across the world, were stretched thin, defending vast borders. To fill the ranks, Rome increasingly relied on mercenaries, soldiers who fought not out of loyalty, but for pay. Many of these mercenaries had little allegiance to Rome itself, and some even turned against their employers in times of crisis. At the same time, barbarian tribes, including the Visigoths, Vandals, and Huns, were pressing at Rome's borders. In 410 AD, the Visigoths famously sacked Rome, a shock that sent tremors through the empire and the wider world. The invaders were a symptom of Rome's deeper problems: internal decay, weak leadership, and an economy unable to support its military needs. The combination of financial collapse and military pressure created a vicious cycle. As the empire weakened, more attacks came, which drained resources further, which in turn made Rome even more vulnerable. The empire was caught in a downward spiral from which it could not recover. Rome's story teaches us that even the greatest civilizations cannot survive when internal decay and external threats converge. The mighty empire was crumbling not just because of barbarians at the gates, but because it had already begun to fall apart from the inside. If you're fascinated by the rise and fall of empires, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe. The next part of our series will explore cultural decay and the final collapse of the Western Roman Empire. You won't want to miss it.